Alright, I'm shooting the M14A3 using the iron sights through the top rail. And I'm also checking today if, like, I put blue Loctite on the screws that are holding this rail here on the purse. I put blue Loctite on those screws last time I had this dude apart. So what I'm checking today too is, other than just having fun planking, but I'm going to see if that purse stays put. And the recoil, it don't jump around, because if the blue Loctite holds it down, then you know that's, you don't have to worry then. So, laser is on, safety is off. Might need to crank up the brightness on the purse. Yeah, I can see the purse down there. Okay. Okay, that's 3 shots. Ever so, like, the most slightest wobble on there, but nothing to write home about, so I think it's alright. I'll have to wait for a darker day, because even at the brightest setting of this purse, I cannot see the laser even with the irons down there. If I had a magnified optic, I probably would be, but so far the module seems to be sitting still. Shoot up this last box of PMC I've got right here. Oh, come on. Well, my magazine's acting funky now. This 10 rounder's been having some strange issues. There we go, you bastard. go. Alright.
What is that out there at the 100 yard down the other end? Surely that ain't a groundhog, is it?
I don't see. Oh, right there?
What the hell is that?
I don't know.
I was like, what the fuck did I hit?
Alright. Got 7 rounds in the old M14A3. As you can hear in the background, they're coming to get me for making fun of Joe. So, let's give him a warm welcome. See, I was holding right there and I was heading dead on. I could probably aim right at that orange triangle now. I switched my ammo, I may as well say, here for just conversation's sake. I switched over to the PPU M80 ball 7.62 by 51 millimeter. I believe this stuff is 145 grain. Only had like 12 bullets left, so I'm shooting up what's left in it. May as well. Just checking to make sure my gun locked up. I know it did, but... that was 7 shots of, well, 6 shots of PPU 7.62 NATO, and then that last bullet of the X-Tech PMC that fell on the floor. That was the first shot. But the issue I'm facing currently is the shadows move. Because the sun's going down. As the shadows move, it covered, like my front sight had light on it, then it covered up, and then the target got covered up. The shadows are playing tricks with my eyes, and I have to sit there and refine the front sight post through the rear aperture, and then make sure what I'm shooting at is actually paper and cardboard instead of target frame. So that's why I'm taking my time. The other 6 now. I'll hold in the same spot. Okay, now the light's good. The light was in a good spot that time. So able to light up the target, my front and rear sight. Because I lose that front sight post, like I said before, but I really do lose it pretty easy through that rear sight. So let's see how 12 of those did on that orange. I don't hold a lot of faith because it is 145. I could blink a little bit here because he's working on his 22. Shoot some of these. May as well just make a long video. See, these are Arms Corps Global Defense Incorporated M80 ball. I'll shoot 5 of these over on the other side of the target board.
Four and 3. I don't know how many clicks that is. 5 and 4.
I got a lot of brass to pick up, I know that. There we go.
Now let me go back to the number 10 and shoot your target. See if I'm back dead. Zero.
Gonna hold dead center. I'm losing that side again. Something went flying up. Oh, that was a smoke. What the hell was that?
Shit, the bed.
I hear them 308s going through that target hitting the hillside back there.
It's shaking the water bottle over here on the other side of me.
Damn. 308 firepower, baby! Alright, folks, so it's been a whole nother day since we was at the range with the AR and the M14A3. Me and my dad went back earlier today. We put a little pulled Fort Power long eye relief scope on it, and it actually is holding 0 now, so we've got the rail figured out, which is cool. Won't be long before I get a prism scope on it, but this is going to hold the spot for the time being. Real quick, I'm going to show you some groups here with some ammo. Alright, so I fired a bunch of ammo there yesterday, but when I was taking my time and having, you know, trying to get some groups, I'd put the front sight post, the front sight right here, and squeeze the trigger. Is either right here or right in there, just where I could see this triangle, but I didn't want to hit the target frame, which was the post of the frame was right here on the board. I didn't want to hit that, so I kind of stayed over here on the left. And I got with this PPU 7.62 by 51 millimeter M80 ball. As you can see here, this was bought before the last 2 years. I mean, look at that price. Ammo ain't that price no more, sadly. But fired like 12 shots, and this first group here was 2.75 MOA, and this group right here was 2.60 MOA, and this was at 50 yards open sight, so that's not too bad at all. Most people would say, oh, that's terrible, but you gotta remember the application that I'm building this rifle for, and that's for CQB close range. So for minute of man type torso shooting open sight, I will take that all day. 2.75 MOA, especially with it being under 3 MOA. So that's not bad at all. And if I went back with the scope, it would probably be a lot tighter. So that was with this PPU 7.62 by 51 millimeter M80 ball. My M1A loaded didn't really shoot this stuff all that great, if I recall correctly. I mean, it shot it good, like operation-wise, function, but accuracy-wise, it didn't really prefer this stuff. But this M1A Scout Squad NBS, which I have dubbed the M14A3, really prefers. Like, well, it shoots the stuff moderately well, especially right here. The red dots indicate these are like the first shots out of the gun. I was just having fun, but when I went serious, these right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I pulled 1, 5. If that had been over here, they'd be even tighter than this. But yeah, it's overall this was some good stuff. Especially this right here. Oop, I hit the camera. This right here. It's really good. So open sight wise, that's really damn good stuff. With it being scoped now, my M14, I think it's going to get the moniker M14A3, A4, M14A4 now, because I added a scope. So for the time being, of course, I'll take it off again and then switch to something else. It'll still be the M14A4. So that's a new moniker, and that's my own internal designation for this, because saying M14 Scout Squad NBS Delta 14 stock CQB would be a very long name, so I just summarize it up as M14A4. So there we have it. That's a little explanation as to why I call it that. Next time I hope to test out some of this Igula 308. I mean, look at the stark contrast in price. I know they're two totally different companies, but I'm sure this stuff was not that expensive before. Oh yes, let's tear up my good group target here. Set that over there. Let's see this ammo. We'll see how this performs out of the M14A3 or M14A4. My bad. I'm gonna start messing my own gun's name up. We'll see how this performs out of the M14A4, and possibly see how this stuff does out of the loaded as well, because I've never shot Igula anything ever. Not in this rifle, not in the M14 loaded, or M1A loaded. I've never shot Igula anything, so we'll see how this performs next time. I did shoot the AR. I was mostly just planking with it, and I need to bring the scope over for it, because it's hitting height left, or the red dot. So that's mostly just the M90 or M193 right there. So take that as you will. I was holding here every time, so I'm mostly just planking with it, because I really don't need to do a whole lot of, other than getting it brought back over the sights. It's pretty well on from what I could see when I was shooting it. It's pretty well zeroed. Anyway guys, this has been Pliskin by 51mm. I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Peace.